Hello everybody, Chocolate 1000 reporting for duty, welcoming you back to an episode of my brilliant diamond Hooplocke Nuzlocke. In the last episode, we made our way here to Celestic Town after doing some more experience grinding with some trainers, realizing that there was a place I've never been to which I technically could go to fight more trainers, but part of me feels like it might be meaningless because I think they might be too low level. Like, I think they would be too easy for me to knock out. Plus, scaling the... oh god, I can't stop burping all of a sudden. Scaling the tower located in Route 209, that's just barely south of Salacion Town, just to get a cleanse tag and a spell tag, which I'd rather not waste my time getting. In Celestic Town, you probably think, there's not a single Pokemart, mainly because the Pokemart is actually in this building over here. So, I will basically alliterate for you. This is how much a Super Repel costs. It costs 500 Pokédollars for you to avoid running into a wild Pokemon under 200 steps. The Max Repel that basically prevents you from running into wild Pokemon 250 steps, they prevent you to get a lot most of the time. Because you can see, like right here, I'm being able to get 38 Super Repels for 19,000. Because it's 500 each. But, if I was to say to go for the Max Repel, one Max Repel alone costs 750. So if I bought 38 Repels for that price, it would have been 28,500. Which is 8,000. Actually, no, sorry. It's 9,500 more to get 38 Max Repels than 38 Super Repels, just to avoid a wild encounter 50 steps more. Literally. That's why I prefer going for Super Repels over Max Repels. Alright, going over this way, we got Route 211. There are some optional trainers, well, not so much optional trainers, but it's an option to challenge them early if you so wish. There is also a part of the wall where we can actually use Rock Climb. If you remember that move back in Heart Gold Soul Silver, that I never actually got to show you, because being able to get the HM move for Rock Climb, you're not able to get until after you've beaten all 16 Kanto gyms, which I think is relatively stupid. Because not being able to get the HM move for Rock Climb in Heart Gold Soul Silver until you're getting yourself all 16 gym badges, when the requirement to allow you to use Rock Climb outside of battle is when you've gotten the 8th and final gym badge in Johto. Which I think is relatively stupid. I know in the Celestic Town Pokemon Center, I could have bought like more potions and more Pokeballs, but I didn't feel like I needed to be fair. Oh yeah. Meditate. Alright. Have a stab, dazzling gleam. Togepi now level 36. And wants to learn Safeguard. That's actually a really good move because it prevents your Pokemon of the entire party from being given a status condition for a certain period of turns. I'm going to teach that just in case, because it might be helpful for me. And then we got these trainers over here. Let's put Tigray back in the lead. Got a Noctowl, I see. Alright. Oh, that was your only Pokemon? That's a bit of a letdown. I thought you had more Pokemon in that. Right. Actually, yeah, let's put Terrell in the lead. This guy will basically give you the TM for Psych Up. And this guy... yeah. Every Ruins Maniac has to have one. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, it's just those three trainers, no more. Okay, here's the Elder. Now, if this was Pokemon Platinum, there would be a held item over here, but unfortunately there isn't. Hey, buddy, you got a bomb? Then why don't you jet and be off with you? Kind of, yeah, that's actually another thing I should really point out. I did mention, like, earlier on in this Let's Play, every single Ruins Maniac uses a Bronzor, and every single trainer that uses Bronzor has Levitate for the ability. Well, every single trainer that uses a Krogunk has Anticipation for the ability. Oh, you're Cynthia's grandma. Fair enough. Okay, let's have a look inside the ruins, because honestly, we have to in order to get the HM for Surf. To basically then allow us to challenge Fantina. So we've got this. It's a drawing of 3 beings in a triangle formation around a red orb. Well, shining sphere. The cave painting reminds me of an old story. There existed a being of power, a being so powerful it was considered a deity at the time. Opposing this being were 3 Pokemon. The 3 kept balance with the 1 as if they formed a triangle. It's an ancient legend of Sinnoh that is still told to this day in Celestic Town. Thank you very much. You can use Surf from your yeah, okay. Alright, there are no Pokemon to be encountered here, so you don't have to worry too much about that. Oh. There appears to be an insignificant struggle here. Everyone should step back and view things from a bigger perspective. One that is on a universal scale. Your name is Cyrus. You seek the power to create a new world, a world without strife. However, that power seems to be unavailable here. Yeah, we met before. If you discover any powerful derived from the Legends of Sinnoh, inform you. For that power, I want what is needed for creating... no. I'm sorry, Betty, but we're not even going to tell you, even if we do see it. Right. I'm going to make a little bit of a detour route. I may as well go to Salacion Ruins. Well, not Ruins, but Salacion Town. And go into that tower. And find those optional trainers. It's this tower here. This is known to be a graveyard for the fallen Pokemon. And immediately, let's sort these out by type. There we go. I'll use a regular repel. And heading this way. Really? You believe me to be a ghost when you're in a room that's so bright you can easily see the person in front of you? Come on, man, get real. See, this is why I didn't want to bother. This guy is using a level 16 Pokemon. We are hardly going to get any experience from this at all, but I might as well show this anyway, so that way you know what to expect if you were to be doing the same thing as I'm doing. Yeah, I'm no ghost, you pillock. Here is where you get the oval stone. If you were able to get a Chansey, or just basically hatch that Happiny egg that is given to you in Heart Home City that I didn't even bother with, You can use this oval stone to give to Chansey, I believe, to hold, and it will immediately evolve Chansey into Blissey. And Blissey is known to have a lot of HP, but not any physical defense. That's why I didn't want to bother using it, because Blissey's physical defense base is only 10. Now, you would think a lot of people actually make fun of this guy because he's a roughneck, and you would think roughnecks would use Pokemon that are known to cause a lot of mischief and scare a lot of people. But he's just using it a little clever. And his name is Roughneck Kirby. But no, I would say, regardless of appearance, it is fair to say that you could be like whoever you want to be without any issue. And if people judge you, then they're basically judging themselves because they think they're more cooler than you, but they're not. And, well, so that Pokekid in the Pichu costume was basically mimicking the actual trainer that we're battling against. God, I seem to be getting critical hits with Night Slash every time. I mean, to be fair, an ability to boost the likelihood of getting a critical hit and a move that has a high critical hit ratio, yeah. I think it is fair to say that you pretty much would get a critical hit pretty much every time. And you see, the little kid was doing the exact same animation as the tuber boy. Though I do see it kind of ironic how there's like trainers who want to battle you, not having any respect for the fallen of the gravestones that you see around you. But I would definitely say this. This place looks like it now in Diamond Pearl / Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. But if you were playing Pokemon Platinum, it would actually give a proper look to how the inside of a tower is actually supposed to be. Because here, it just basically looks like as people have just painted over concrete blocks to make it look like that they're growing grass over here. And the gravestones are basically put over what would look like a grassy field, which kind of does make sense because you're basically burying your fallen in the ground to have them rest in peace. But the fact that they have the grass just painted over the concrete blocks, when you know that concrete blocks don't have any soil under them, yeah. It's like, oh, somebody has died, quick, put a concrete stone block over the top of the fallen, which is not ideal. Is that her animation to tell her Pokemon to do an attack? To simply blow a kiss? Really? Alright. Though I will say, I think this gravestone, or possibly this one, does actually have a hidden item for you if you're playing Pokemon Platinum. Oh, we got low sweep, so we can guarantee to lower the opponent's speed. I'm going to heal up the paralysis on Terrell. Wait, what? Oh, right. Actually, speaking of which, hang on. There we go. That's better. Yeah, if you actually are wondering, Croagunk and his evolved form Toxicroak is slightly more of a physical attacker, but you can use it as a special attacker as well. It's your unlucky day, trainers. I have a dark type to deal with your ghost type and an electric type to deal with your flying type. And once you go up this floor, this is where you meet those two girls. If you were in here in Pokemon Platinum, you would need to use Defog in order to talk to these girls. And the Defog HM in Pokemon Platinum is actually found in Selacion Ruins, not in the Great Marsh. This one on the right will give you the Cleanse tag. It will help keep wild Pokemon away. And this one... Oh! I thought this one gives you the spell tag. No, it doesn't. She gives you the TM. Oh! She gives you the HM for strength. Right. I thought you'd get that move when you go further in the story. Never mind. Okay, so you did have to come here. I thought she gave you the spell... She gives you the spell tag if you're playing Pokemon Platinum, of course. God dang it. Keep talking about Pokemon Platinum and make yourself feel like you're actually playing it. Alright. Oh no, I already picked up the hidden item there, never mind. Nah. We don't need to run into grass. So now that we have the HM move for Surf, we can now challenge the Hearthome City Gym Leader, which we will be doing in the next episode, guys. So... in the meanwhile, I'm going to be making some poffins off camera. And in the next episode, we're going to be challenging the Hearthome City Gym. See you guys then.